Pine Beach Resort in Belek, Antalya, Turkey for the 2025 EBSA Men's European Championship Final. It's going to be James Highfield versus Michał Szubarczyk. It's going to be a cracker. Let's hand over to the EBSA General Secretary, Mr. Simon Smith.
So, thanks for that, Derek. We are now at table one. We're just about ready to get the match underway, but we do have some formalities to get through before we get the match started. First of all, please welcome the marker and referee, Selma Dalo and Selçuk Atmaca. The one thing that we can be sure of this afternoon is we're going to have a fabulous afternoon of snooker. We've got two amazing players who are with us this afternoon. It is going to be a cracking European final for this year's European Snooker Championship. Please welcome the first player from England, Liam Highfield. And his opponent, he's no stranger to this year's European Championships, from Poland, Michał Szubarczyk. It's my pleasure to welcome both players to the table. I'm going to hand you over to the referee to get the match underway, but Derek, it's back to you.
Thank you very much, Simon. Looking forward to this. This is going to be cracking. The news is rattling around the world. A 14-year-old kid is going for an unprecedented 3 European Championships out of 4. Incredible. What a player this young Michał Szubarczyk is. And he's up against a very talented man here, Liam Highfield. Already got his tour card when he won in the Global Q Tour event here, hosted by the EBSA in Turkey. So automatically, Michael will get a WST Tour invitation and card. He'll be on the main tour. Incredible story. We're all excited about this. Big news in Turkey. Big news for Poland. Big news for Michał Szubarczyk, who will break in this opening frame. So here we go. Looking forward to this, I really am. It's been a fantastic tournament here in Antalya. It's been absolutely amazing. The venue, incredible. The tables, beautiful. The snooker, it's really been exciting stuff. Now, some people out there might be thinking, well, they both got a tour card. What, they're playing for a European title. And they're playing for a few shillings as well. So plenty still to play for. And, of course, pride. Well, early shots in this final will be a little cautious. But we know that both these players can really knock in the breaks. At the moment, Liam Highfield has the tournament high break of 1-4-2, which is a pretty astonishing break. Nerves, what nerves? This young 14-year-old hasn't got any. Knocks in a beautiful shot to begin with. Of course, no stranger to breaks either is Michał. Went into the under-16 event, turned up on the first frame and knocked in a 1-2-4. So it's a lovely yellow. Look at the positional play on that. Excellent shot from the young Polish superstar.
3, 4.
Well, the news is going to spread around the world that this young kid is on the tour now.
11.
14 years of age. I don't think any of the pros will fancy meeting him too early on. He's so dangerous, and so skillful. He's still young. A lot to learn, but if he's this good at 14, what will he be like in a couple of years' time? Really, what a prospect for the future, and he's got away with that a bit, I think. Well, he's up against one of the toughest competitors you'll meet, Liam Highfield. had to work hard on a couple of the games here, and you know he's come through every time. So well, that was well spotted. Beautiful shot. He's got to get a bit of luck here, and he might just be okay. He's got the green over the top right anyway as a safety shot. He's got an option here. Not always easy to go down the side rail almost straight. Got to be careful how he catches that ball cushion. He's been unlucky, but it still worked out okay. Just having a nice run there of the red over the centre pocket. He's just looking to see if the black goes into the bottom right. It's very, very tight. It may. It obviously does. He's tracking beautifully for it. Immaculate shot. The standard has been so high here. It's the comment from under 16 right through to the men's main event that the commentary is, or not the commentary, the standard is so high. Commentary is ordinary, we all know that. But you can't make a mistake because it's just going to be punished every single time. This is a very good visit so far from Liam Highfield. Seems to be really hitting the ball well all week and last week. He's had a great turkey, hasn't he? As has the young man sitting in the chair. Already got 2 European titles, under 16 and under 18. He's got a nice bit of an angle, just a little tight to the cushion, but he couldn't afford to play any harder than that. And the pockets are receptive, but they're not buckets. You've got to be careful. Well, the speed of these superfine cloths will test the cue control of any player, but Liam just seems to have the pace of these tables worked out to perfection. He really does. Wouldn't it be quite amazing if the two of them met on the tour next year? That'd be good.
Good 6.
A lovely positional play again. Doesn't have to do a whole lot with the cue ball there. All the reds are open, all the colours on their spots. This is paradise for any player. Well, speaking to our technical man, Darius Gozell, he just gave me a list of stats that would absolutely stun you about this tournament. Really would. 899 group stage frames. In total, 1,323 frames. This is match number 340. The points in the groups, 86,382 points. The total points scored here in Turkey. 127,649, 31 breaks of 100 plus, and 86 players on 50 plus breaks. Wow, that's a lot of numbers. Oh, he's going along really nicely now, and this is exactly what Liam would have wanted. Nice, solid, controlled snooker, good positional play. The ball's beautifully spread for him, and he has started off this best of 9 final perfectly.
7-2. 7-3.
So this frame is done and dusted. That didn't take long, did it?
Nine. 80.
Perfect position for the yellow.
8-5.
27 points left on the table. 112 possible clearance here.
7.
Liam Highfield has started this final in fine fettle indeed.
90. 4. 99.
Well, this has been a pleasure to watch. Very controlled, compact, fantastic punch action. So another century break comes to Antalya. The opening frame of a final, the main event here. Liam Highfield 1-1-2. He leads it by 1 frame to 0. That was one of the quicker frames of this tournament so far. You don't expect that in finals, but these two players are actually playing so well at the moment. I think both of them feel they can't miss. It's 1-0 to Liam Highfield. First to 5 becomes the European champion. Back in a second. Okay, well, let's get ready for frame number 2, because that was pretty enjoyable, the first frame, and particularly enjoyable for Liam Highfield. Lovely 1-1-2 break, leads by 1 frame to 0. Referee Seluk at Maka refereeing today, and assisted by another Turkish referee, Surmat Dagli. Great to see that. Class 1 referees all around the world now. And great work throughout the referees' dedication with the, all the examiners and the different people. Just giving such a high quality to the men with the gloves. There we go, frame number 2. Ah, fantastic opening pot. And he had safety in mind. He'll run close. I would imagine that he'll be tucking up behind the brown here. He may even go for the pot. He's a very attacking young player. I think he's thinking about this. He's got to, he's got to see where the cue ball is going to go, because that's the danger. Well, that didn't work out the way he wanted. It was a long way away from the pocket. I was a bit surprised that he just didn't try and nestle up behind the brown there. It would have been the better option. The way Liam is playing, you just cannot give this man these kind of opportunities. Well, that hit the back of the pocket. And look at the cue ball control. Beautiful position for the blue. He's got a few loose reds. Doesn't have to go flying into the pink ball just yet. Looks like maybe 2 of those balls will pot, depending on the position. I mean, Liam Highfield must be playing with such confidence at the moment. He really is playing fantastic snooker.
40. 15. 2. And 3.
Oh, that's a great shot. He gets a split. I'm not sure if that red will pass the blue. I'm not sure if the red will pass, will be potable, the one on the bottom left there, but he's got this one into the bottom right. Not the easiest of shots. He'll be thinking about the blue here. Yeah, he pots it well. Uses the whole pocket. Again, positionally excellent. He's got it on a string at the moment, hasn't he, that cue ball?
6.
Wherever he wants to go, that's where it ends up. Fantastic early play here from Liam.
7. 3. 24.
And over the half century goes Liam. Just 21 minutes played in this final. Leading by a frame to nil. And doesn't look like he's going to miss anything at all. He's just hitting everything so well.
Two.
Oh, it's an excellent shot. 57 points already. Flying at the moment. Can't do anything wrong. So this colour, this red, will mean that Michał will need a snooker. 58 in front, 66 points available after this black. And one more red. There's nothing Michał Szubarczyk can do about this. He just has to sit and watch. Frame ball. Just put it. Just 59 points available. But there's a colour to come here, and he's going for the brown. Top red of that cluster maybe is the target. Or looks to the middle pocket. Maybe the top right. And all the balls on spots. Pink on the brown, brown on the pink. 70 points in front. Misses that. Michał will come back to the table, requiring snookers. $59 points behind, or 50 point nights available, I should say, and 69 behind. So he needs a couple of snookers here, a few snookers.
One.
It's a fantastic pot. Maybe he just wants to get some potting in. Maybe he's given up on the frame. He takes 4 reds and 4 blacks. He'll be back in this frame, and if he steals this frame, it would be incredible. But he needs a few snookers. It won't do him any harm to pot a few balls and get a feel for the table anyway.
9. $60.
Nice reverse side on that shot. Gives him a nice position on the black. Well, now this will get interesting. So first bit of serious work for Selat Atmaca to concentrate on. We've got to tuck this in behind the brown possibly, or yeah, it's a sensible shot.
1, 4.
And he's left it nice and tight to the brown, not the easiest to get the angle that Liam would like. He's got to be careful here he doesn't miscue or anything. Should be okay, but it's always trickier when the cue ball is that tight. Yes, no trouble at all, really. $45 points behind, and it's a possible 35 on the table, so he hasn't put a dent in that 10-point lead, but I think he's given Liam Highfield something to think about. He's got a nice angle to get up for the yellow. He's got to be careful though, because he's got to give this a bit of a punch. Well, he catches the yellow, and that's probably not the worst thing in the world, but hit him with a nice bit of power, he really did. Oh, if you can get the green down the table and get something back behind that pink. Another excellent shot. Another excellent shot. Now this isn't the easiest. Liam's already picked his line very quickly. That's perfect. Or is it? No, it goes behind. So, suddenly, 6 points. If he can get 6 points, he's got a chance of drawing this match. That's a little hard, but I think the brown will help. It's another snooker. We always talk about pivotal moments in matches. Snooker really is all about that. If by somehow Michał Szubarczyk was to pinch this frame, that's a big momentum shifter, but he's still got a long way to go here. That's well struck by Liam Highfield. That wasn't easy. Having the balls in a line along the middle of the table there, it's so helpful towards getting a snooker. Well, it's ambitious. The green ball's going very close to the pocket. I think that will be the end of the frame. Very ambitious attempt at a snooker there. Not hanging around. Liam knocks that in quite easily. I'd expect him to pot this as well. No pressure on him now at all. He just misses it, but it doesn't matter. Because Michał Szubarczyk will not leave his seat. So, another good solid performance from Liam Highfield. He's off to a flyer here in Antalya. Just 28 minutes gone. He leads by 2 frames to 0.
Swarovski. Black.
Okay, well, I know it's early days, 28, 29 minutes gone, but Michał will have to be very, very careful at the moment because Liam Highfield is just pulling him out the lampshades. We want that red to travel, and it has. We could wait on that. Shot to nothing here for Liam if he can get to the right side of this red. Couldn't do that, but clips it. Heading towards the corner pocket.
Ball. Swarovski 4.
Great shot from Michał.
1.
He's got a perfect angle on the blue, I think. And I'm not sure if that pink puts into that corner pocket, but he's certainly got options. So just pretty straightforward shot here on the blue. It's got that red closest to the bottom left corner, so he's also got the opportunity to keep on the blue for a while if he can. Pink does go into the middle pocket there, but you'll have to be very precise with that. I think blue is the safer option here.
7.
He's looking down at the pink. I'm not sure if it went to that corner pocket, but after that shot, it must. Oh, quite clearly pots. Oh, a bit unlucky there. Tried to develop the black. He's very, very close to it. End of break. I mean, there's no way in the world he can go for that. So I'm sure that he will try and bring the cue ball off the black, although he may be able to see the yellow. But if he uses the black ball here, he's surely got to put it up behind the brown. Or even the yellow.
Swarovski 14.
Well, he wouldn't want that kick on the yellow. Well, this is one of these shots where you've got to be so careful. And that's great. Because he hadn't a whole lot to play with there, did Liam. Just barely one red. But now he's put Michał into a tough position here. And this has got danger written all over it, this shot. Well, he saw the gap. Didn't get the pot, wasn't far away, but fantastic stuff to spot that gap. Michał has a tricky enough shot without having to cue around the yellow like that, so it makes it so much more difficult. And the line to the red that's on the bottom rail, or the top rail here, behind or below the black, that's just out of the question with the angle. So this is very dangerous. Hoping to get a bit of luck here, and he doesn't get it. The red waits over it. Oh, he's just rolled on another fraction. I thought it was going to stop, but he's super fine clots. The ball just seems to go another few centimeters. Well, he's trying to use the red over the pocket here, make the pocket that bit more bigger. And it's worked out very well. Very well.
One. Six. Seven.
Well, that was pretty much judged to perfection.
14.
Every time Liam gets in around the balls, you feel he's going to do something special. And so far, he hasn't disappointed.
14.
I know it's early days in this frame, but after 28 minutes and bang, bang, 2-0, you've got to say this is probably a frame-winning opportunity for sure. Now, there's a couple of balls tied up at the top rail here, but plenty of balls out in the open. See, it's nice solid snooker, nothing too fancy, just secure potting.
28.
This is probably the tester here, the latter stages of the loose reds. He's gone down the table, going to try and get him into the bottom left. Top red of those two pots. Taking on this pink to the centre pocket, he actually may be able to just dislodge maybe one or two balls. Those two together on the top rail will be good. But decides not to do that. Holds for the red. He has got the loose red left at the pink spot as well, so he's got tons of options here. And the way he's playing, he really has started off on fire in this final.
42. Eight. 49. 55. 56.
He's looking at the angle on this pink to try and dislodge those two reds. He's also looking at what he could do to get back on this red. He's not 100% sure that he's got the angle he wants, so I think he will be looking for this, or the pink I should say, looking to get the pink. He's missed the red. I'm surprised. Maybe he spent a little time overthinking that red, trying to get the angle back on the pink, worried about dislodging the reds on the cushion, and Michał coming back to the table. Well, he completely missed the ball there. I think, you know, when these young lads put on a waistcoat, we all forget they're children, really. They're very young. It's a lot of pressure. And Michał is certainly feeling the pressure in this opening exchanges. He's made a few mistakes we haven't seen him made the whole championship. I spoke to him before the match and I said, congratulations on getting your main tour ticket, and he was so happy, delighted. But he's got a European title here to play for, an unprecedented 3 titles, and he's got another chance. So just 1 or 2 mistakes creeping into this frame. 42 points behind, 51 available on the table, but the black is not in a good position, but he doesn't need the black. Pink will work out just fine. Lovely weight on that shot. He just needs to be careful here. There's not a whole lot you can do with these 2 reds. Good sensible shot, making sure of the pot and just gathering a few more points on the board. 30 behind. This looks like it may hit the green. Well, it just clips it, and that's not too bad. It's another excellent shot from Highfield. Control on the cue ball has been immaculate in these opening 3 frames. It really has. Well, that's a little hard, and that's going to come down, and that's an opportunity now again for Liam. Cut that a little too thick. Yeah, missing nothing that's open, really. Give him a chance and he's going to take it every time. Very impressive snooker from Liam Highfield. Very impressive. Just drops the pink in dead weight.
7.
So this is possibly another frame ball here. This is it. So, 1 more opportunity for this young 14-year-old superstar from Poland. It's an excellent shot. He's unlucky to just roll that bit far. because it would have been extremely dangerous snooker. Trails by 37 points, 35 points available with the black, but the black not in a great place at the moment. Oh, it's another fantastic pot from Liam Highfield. May just have to go with the blue here, I think. Although the brown seems to have come to life now. The little extra roll on these superfine cloths here. Beautiful. Beautiful aramith on excellent rassons. And that is surely frame number 3 wrapped up.
5.
So, at the moment, it's the Liam Highfield high performance exhibition, because he's put away 3 frames in 47 minutes in this 2025 EBSA Men's European Championship final. Michał Szubarczyk needs to do something, and he needs to do it quickly, as the man from England, Liam Highfield, leads by 3 frames to 0. Well, okay, here we go. Liam makes his way back into the venue here at the Pine Beach Resort in Belek, Antalya, Turkey, to start frame number 4. He leads by 3 frames to nil, and what has been rapid snooker from the man from Swindon. Rapid snooker.
Fourth frame and Highfield break.
So a bit of a mountain for young Michał Szubarczyk to climb. Incidentally, will be the youngest ever snooker professional. Youngest ever. Well, Sean Murphy was 15, and I think he had that honour until today. It's going to be very exciting to watch this young man on tour, especially in events like the shootout. You know, it's going to be great for him, you know. Fantastic. Liam, of course, has been there a long, long time before. He'd be thrilled to get back on the tour. And to be fair, he's playing excellent snooker all week. Definitely the best player at the tournament, and quite rightly in this final. But we all know what snooker is like. Things can change very, very quickly. But this is a big ask of this young man. It really is. Needs a bit of cover from the yellow, and I think he's got it. And the one thing I like about Michał Szubarczyk is that I don't think half the time he even knows who he's playing. He just concentrates so hard on the table. It's a fantastic attribute to have. He just shuts everything out and just concentrates on the green baize. Well, he caught it, just clipped it, but he's left a good opener here for Michał. There's quite a red zone, quite a few reds out in the open too, so
One.
I think he has to attack this black. A bit unlucky, he may have awkward queuing on his next red, but he's got the red to the bottom right. Should he decide to take that, but the problem is he can't get on position for the black with that. I think he will, he'll ask, yeah, the referee just asked there for the long rest, Selçuk at Maka, and let's see what he can do with this. Got as much out of it as he possibly could.
Nine.
Blue to the top left now. He started okay in both frames, but just when he given the opportunity to Liam, Liam just grasped that opportunity with 2 hands, and there was nothing he could do about it. May have to put on a butt extension here. Just aware of that red on the top rail. Definitely has more space now, but never easy when you're playing so long on the cue. Oh, he made that look very easy. That was a very good shot. Now he can get back onto the red and to the left, and he has that black into the right corner pocket, so he's got
40.
an opportunity as well to move the red to the right of the black and free up both pockets. Well, he can't free it up this time. Unless he just plays some sort of a stun follow through. Well, he gets the all-important object ball and keeps the break alive. Michał Szubarczyk, the newest and the youngest professional player in world snooker history. He loves the game.
One, three. Thirty.
Missed it.
Last was 30.
Okay. Hasn't done a whole lot of damage this time. But it wouldn't be a bolt out the blue if he did pot it, if he went for it, but surely not. Well, speaking today on many occasions with Michał's father, Kamil, who's just about the proudest man in Turkey at the moment. And they're absolutely thrilled what's happened here in the Pine Beach Resort. They really are, and super proud, as rightly they should be. So congratulations not only to Michał but to the whole family and his support team. And with pots like that, it's not that hard to be impressed. This time I don't think, maybe Michał will go to the centre pocket, but he fancies it. He's going to put a bit follow through on this. So he's just unlucky there. You can see the disappointment in his face. A wry smile from this young double European champion. And he didn't want to kick off the cushion there, but he's got the cue ball back to a safe place again. Very unlucky there, just overrun by maybe 2 inches. Well, that was a bit wild, old Liam. We haven't seen anything like that. He's got a nice little kick off the blue there. It's a tempter for Michał, the bottom left-hand pocket. I'm not sure if the black goes. I'm not sure it was worth the risk because I don't know what the reward will be, but it's very tempting for him. If he misses this, he could be in a lot of trouble in this frame. Well, the ball hadn't even barely stopped rolling and Liam was at the table already. There's no problem with the red. That's pretty straightforward. It's the black maybe the issue, but the pink does go at the centre.
One.
Just wasn't happy with that. We'll leave it at that. Deep sigh out of Liam. Very emotive player. Very emotive. Very emotional at times when things aren't running right, but he can't complain with the opening. 48 minutes, 3-0 up. So the brake's a little put on in this frame. Somebody had to put a foot on the brake because it was just going completely at lightning speed. A bit more to think about in this particular game. And Michael has a go. He gets a bit of help from the yellow there because that was going to come back down the table a bit. So he's had a bit of luck there. But Liam will fancy this pot to the bottom right. He really will. It's a good opportunity to get the cue ball back up the table as well. He's got to consider it. I think it's impossible for him to refuse this. Moves a long way away. I'm just getting a little frustrated there. I don't think he needs to do that because he's complete control of the final up to this point. Let's see what this young man can do now. Well, you start with a pot, that's all you can do, and you build it from there, and that's exactly what he's done. He's given himself a good angle on the green, and he's got the blue to play with. Put the blue back on the spot and hold for the red to the middle pocket. And that's excellent stuff from Michał Szubarczyk. He is piling on the points here as well now. So this is turning out to be a very useful frame for Michał. He's got a couple of easy reds and blues to take here, and that could be enough to wrap this frame up. So moving on to 45 points. 51 if he pots the red and blue. So points slipping away for Liam Highfield here. I can tell you something. If this young lad gets his chances and gets going, he has no fear, zero, and will take on the difficult ones and play the simple ones. He's quite educated at the game for such a young age. Really reads the game very, very well. A little straight on that, but I think he might be okay for the angle. I think that was possibly the wrong shot for him to play. Did he have a whole lot of choice? I don't know, but the red to the left of the black was available. End of break. He'll be looking to try and get this up near the yellow if he can. Wants to miss the brown, and he hasn't. So 56 points ahead. 56 points ahead, 66 available with the black, and if this red goes in, it could be an opportunity here. Not an easy shot, but and that was absolutely miles away and hit very, very hard, and I don't know why he needed to do that. The cue ball has gone nowhere, and now Michał can send that red back down the table and get himself into a strong position here. Well, he's got to be careful here, Liam, because that pink is really in play in this shot. That's pretty decent, to be fair. That's left nothing. This looks very good. Oh, just a little bit more. That could have been tucked into the brown. Here's a chance for Michał. He's got to be careful. He's got a gap, but it's very tight. He's found a gap. Now the red coming up the table will go to the center. This is another opportunity for Liam Highfield to pile on some points here. He's got a lot of work to do. Two reds, very potable. So he's got to be careful because it's all about maths and it's kind of in a visit like this. He's okay. He had 10 points to spare. He'll drop 2 points here and he's got to consider taking blacks now.
6.
Well, it does pot. I'm wondering, does the black pot as well? Obviously it does with that shot. He's left it a little low on the black. That's an excellent shot.
15.
There was no margin for error there. Liam Highfield back in this frame. If he can get a couple of reds and a couple of blacks, he's in a strong position, but the red's really in a difficult place at the moment. Managed to move one off the cushion. Has he gone far enough? Maybe the one on the rail does pot.
1, 2.
Just checking the scoreboard, making sure that he's doing the right thing. So now he's going to go up the table. Try and hold for that blue.
1, 2.
He's done that well. Not a big moment in this match. Have to be so precise with the cue ball here. Doesn't want a big bounce, just wants a nice little gentle bounce, and that's what he gets.
1, 8.
Very honest tables here in Turkey. You play the ball correctly, you get a reward.
29.
A little bounce off the cushion here and he gets it.
6.
20 points behind and just 27 on the table. Huge chance to go 4-0 up here for Liam Highfield. And really, he'd have stolen the frame if he managed that. He's still got 7 balls to pot. Or 6, I should say. Oh, rattles that one in. That's a fantastic shot, it really is.
Okay.
This is a huge chance to take a 4-0 lead here in Turkey.
1.
Well, the left-hander suits perfectly. So red and blue, or red and pink I should say, will make the Moors square.
50.
This is beyond impressive. This is top class play from Liam Highfield. Top class.
56.
Highfield for 4. Black available. Pocket open. There it goes. So that is the end of the first session. It is Liam Highfield who leads by 4 frames to 0. We have the mid-session break. Michał Szubarczyk, not happy, understandably. He can't argue with much here, though. It's been a class performance from the English player. It's Swindon's Liam Highfield, one frame away from a European title. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the conclusion of this 2025 EBSA Men's European Championship Final at the Pine Beach Resort in Belek, Antalya in Turkey. See you then.
Back the players and the referee.
So you're very welcome back. We're back from the mid-session interval. Best of 9. That means that Michał Szubarczyk has to win 5 frames in a row. That is a mountain to climb because Liam Highfield has been absolutely spot on with everything here. Won the first 3 frames in under 49 minutes. Oh, the 4th frame was a bit of a battle, but he still is so much in control of this game at the moment. If you're just joining us, Liam Highfield had a 1-1-2 in the opening frame, 70 plus at the second, was very strong in the third, was closer in the 4th frame, but even though it got tricky, he still managed to handle the situation and is now 1 frame away from being crowned the 2025 Men's Main Tour European Championship champion. And you know, I think that mid-session interval came at the right time for Michał because he really was under pressure. He's had 15 minutes now to regroup. But come on, let's be honest, the 14-year-old kid, youngest player ever to get on the World Tour, wins the under-18, wins the under-16, goes deep in the under-21 and gets to the final of the main event. What an achievement that is. Fantastic. Well, Liam, having a look at this one, he's got the angle to get around the black.
One.
Already in this 5th frame, Liam is in early. He's just not even touching the side of the pockets. They're all hitting the back of the bag, and he has the black on the blue spot now.
8.
Well, he's already got a 1-4-3. I mean, it's just been a dream 2 weeks in Turkey for Mr. Liam Highfield. That is for sure. Wants to get out there, and he has. Very precise. Very precise. Well, he'll have the blue on the black spot. He has a nice angle to get back around for the black again here if he wishes.
14. 50. 90.
So a difficult cut, but the way he's playing, pockets must look like buckets to him. It must, because he's playing so well. Well, during the mid-session interval, I spoke to the boss, the governor, Mr. Jason Ferguson, and he just wanted me to convey his congratulations to both Liam Highfield and Michał Szubarczyk on becoming the newest members to the main tour, the World Snooker Tour, and also said that he was so impressed all the way through the 2 weeks at how the European Billiards Snooker Association have ran the event and how hard they are working around Europe and contributing to the sport, which is very, very true. So congratulations in particular to the EBSA president, Mr. Maxime Cassis, and all the EBSA team. So nice words from Jason Ferguson there. Our appreciation, Jason. Thank you for that. I'm sure these two boys will get to sit down and talk with you, and you can give them the flavour of what it's like to be a main tour player, having all the experience yourself. A fantastic time for these players, and a fantastic pot from Michał Szubarczyk. And if anyone needed a pot like that, I think he did. Right at this moment, he cannot make any mistakes now.
Three. Four.
So Michael probably feels at this moment in time, he's a young kid, he's probably feeling nothing's going my way at the moment, but you're in with the big boys now, Michael. You have to make your own luck. And he's well capable of doing that. Well capable. Got to go through balk here. He's done that well. Beautiful check side. Needs a split. And he's got it. Okay, let's see how he can keep his composure, because when he gets running, this young man is an absolute dream to watch. Plays, well, the average shot must be about 15 seconds. It's very quick, 15 to 16 seconds. To be fair, everyone in this audience wants to see this, and I'm sure you at home watching would like to see this too. See this young man notch up a frame. That's all he can do, one shot at a time.
And four.
Well, this is very good. This, you know, the composure this young lad has at 14 years of age. We saw it in Morocco, he was outstanding. We've seen him on previous EBSA events. He's outstanding. You know, the courage you have to have. Can you imagine what you were doing at 14 years of age? At this level? Incredible. We got a little taste of what may be to come in the opening four frames, because you cannot make a mistake against the top players. You just cannot. It's a good learning experience for this young man. And he has a chance here of getting himself into a strong position in this frame.
6.
Oh, risky.
Short to 6.
Very, very risky. Very brave. It rattled the pocket. This is a moment, and it's a moment for Liam Highfield, and he'll know that. He'll sense that. He'll smell the blood. It's his opportunity to lift a European title. Already got a Global Q Tour event title to his name. Gets him back on the main tour. Wanted to try and win these European Championships. And it's a prestigious honour to own a lot of previous European champions at men's level snooker. The main event have gone on to do very good things in the main tour. I think that's why we love this game. There's always stories. All kinds of stories running around today here in Turkey I would imagine the reaction back in Poland to Michał's elevation to pro status has gone down very well indeed. And I can tell you in Swindon they're smiling because this man is absolutely flying at the moment. And quite cleverly trying to get the tricky red out of the way early on. Just got to be careful with this one. And he is. Beautiful control with the cue ball as well. So just a point behind now. And the balls are absolutely set up for Liam Highfield. Maybe he might just want to put the pink back on its spot here. Maybe he just won't even go near it. He doesn't need it. Eventually we'll have to pot it, but so deciding to take the black and then just stun through for the yellow ball. It really is set up perfectly for Liam Highfield on the brink of a European title.
And 6.
Well, it looks inevitable, doesn't it? It looks inevitable. 14 points ahead. Green and brown. Championship ball here, it really is. It's excellent snooker. There's no arguing. I really believe that whoever was in the opposite chair today were going to struggle with this kind of form. He really is playing immaculately. He'll pot the pink. He's the new European champion for 2025 here in Point Beach Resort in Bellec and Talia. It is going to be Liam Highfield who lifts the trophy and wins the match and wins the championship. He's got the black ball to finish with. And look at the position on that. Here we go. He's going to go right-handed, and he does that. Excellent win. Excellent win. Oh, Liam Highfield has hit all the high notes. A fantastic performance. And I'll hand you back now for the presentation with the EBSA General Secretary, Simon Smith.
Thanks for that, Derek. A great afternoon of commentary. We are just now going to make some preparations in advance of the presentation. So just to share some of those facts and figures with you, we've had over 423 competitors throughout all 4 of our championships. We've seen in this championship alone 340 matches played. We have made it to 32 century breaks. We've seen 128,000 points scored in this championship alone, never mind the other championships, and we've seen 1,325 frames to get us to this point. So that's a fabulous achievement. It's testament to the standard of snooker we see across Europe that we can produce championships like this with players of such high calibre, and they're representing their country. So they're great ambassadors, not only for our sport, but as sports people for their country. So please show your appreciation to all of the competitors who've taken part in this championship. We are just about to move to the presentation, and it's my privilege and pleasure to welcome the party, ABSA President Mr. Maxime Cassis and Dr. Mohamed Lacy, Vice President and Sport Director of TBF. So the first presentation that we make is to the referee team. They've done a great job this afternoon. Please put your hands together for Surmit Dolor and Selchuk Atmacha. Again, whilst they receive their medals, it's a great achievement for TBF that these are two Class 1 referees who've worked really hard and achieved the highest level of refereeing possible within Europe and indeed the world. So that's a great development for Turkish Billiards Federation. Please congratulate the two gentlemen. Next, we move on to the highest break. We've had so many breaks over 100, we've forgotten count. It's unprecedented in EBSA history at one of our championships. But someone has to claim that trophy, and it's the first trophy he'll collect today from England, Liam Highfield. Once again, please congratulate Liam. Next, we move on to the bronze medalists. Unfortunately, Harvey Chandler from England has had to travel home, but please put your hands together for Dylan Emery from Wales. Oh, sorry, I'm just told Dylan has left as well. So, unfortunately, we do have to have a runner-up in our championships. However, it's just one of many accolades this young gentleman has achieved over this last week. Let's just remind you of those. He done the last 16 in the under-21s. He's the champion of the under-18s. He's the champion of the under-16s. And now, just to make another title for himself, he's the runner-up in the European Snooker Championship. Please put your hands together for Michał Szubarczyk from Poland. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation to our runner-up. We now come to crown the champion of the 2025 EBSA European Snooker Championship. He's had a fantastic couple of weeks here in Antalya, and he's delighted, I'm sure, to be able to pick up the trophy, the gold medal and the perpetual trophy. Please put your hands together for Liam Highfield from England.
One second, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, once more, please welcome our 2025 European Snooker Champion. We're just going to have some photographs taken here. Then we're going off to celebrate the championships. I'm sure both players will be celebrating in their individual ways with their families and supporters. For us from EBSA, we've had a great championships. We thank our host association, all of our sponsors. We'll see you again when we're back for our next European Championships. They take place later in the year in October. From us, it's goodbye and good afternoon.
Whose medal is that? Yeah? With the latest, is that a referee's medal there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, just wondering.